Give me a minute.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Today, me, Ritika Rana of EDGITM Delhi,
I, Divija Sharma of NIT Patna.
are going to be our host for this insightful session conducted in the collaboration of IEEE PES SCC, PES HAC, IEEE PES IAS Delhi chapter, IEEE PES SBC NIT Patna, and IEEE PES SBC EDGITM. This session is going to be all about IEEE PES Career Fair, mentoring initiatives, philanthropic activities, and membership-driven initiative. Today, we have the privilege of being in the presence of a true visionary leaders, respected Anandhu S. Kumar sir, Dr. Shaikh Fattah sir, and Anand Shah sir. Our speakers have dedicated their career to finding innovative solutions in the field of power and energy. First, I would like to call Rishikant Thakur to welcome you all.
Thanks, Ritika. Thank you so much to all the participants who are here in the weekend, or maybe today is working day for you for these sessions. Uh, I'm really thankful to the speakers of today's session and our guest, Dr. Ramakrishna sir, Dr. Hussein Mahdi sir, Anandhu, Sheikh Fattah, Anand Shah, and Maithili is also going to join in a like time. So thank you so much everybody to be here. So today's session is brought to you by IEEE PES Student and Young Professional Committees, primarily for student and graduate student members of Power and Energy Society. There are various initiatives which are started by Power and Energy Societies for the welfare of students and graduate student members, which helps in their career and professional growth. And today's we are going to discuss few of them in a bit in next 3 hours. And for that, for particular areas, we have specialists or the chairs of the respective initiatives who are going to speak in front of you for the time devoted to them for that particular sessions. And I hope that at the end of this session, you will get a lot of things which will really beneficialize you guys for your further journey in your professional careers with the help of Power and Energy Society. Thank you so much again for joining this today's sessions, and let's start today's discussions. Over to you, Ritika.
Thank you, Rishikant sir. For our very first speaker for the session, respected Anandhu S. Kumar sir is the chairperson of IEEE PES MDI 2024. Currently, he is working as a senior software engineer at Walmart Global Tech India. He has 8+ years of experience in software development with a focus on data engineering and big data technology. I would like to invite respected Anandhu S. Kumar sir to share his thoughts with us.
Uh, I'm really sorry, Divija. So I don't know. It's not my introduction. So I'm really sorry for that. So basically, I'm a electrical engineer. So I worked past 4 years in lighting technology as a light design engineer, electrical lighting technologies with a multinational company back in India. Currently, after 4 years, I'm currently doing my master's in Germany and doing my research at Helmholtz Research Institute at Leipzig, Germany, in wind energy technology, especially wild wind energy technology, forest wind energy technology, its transmission issues and grid integration. So, so I will start my presentation. Am I audible?
Absolutely, sir. I'm sorry for
Yes, you
that,
are.
and that's still very impressive, though. Yes.
That's fine. So I don't know how many of you guys are aware about member-driven initiative. So is it visible? My slides?
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you. So actually, PS do have a member-driven initiative from very long time, but we stopped the PS MDI activity due to COVID time. So it's restarted in last year. So this year I'm leading this initiative. This initiative from our membership development committee, who is headed by Conrad. So So what is MTI? So actually, it is a platform for PS members. Can be student member, professional member, even life member. They have request funding for their idea, especially their event idea, which ultimately lead to a member growth and member sustainability in PES. So how PS MTI is different from other initiative? So it is a it is a form of funding that promote any idea of any PS member. That is a specialty. So this year as well, the PS governing board allocated some fund for PS member driven initiative. So any of the member of PS can put forward a proposal. But even though a member can apply the proposal, but we will fund only for a particular geographical unit. Can be your student branch, even your student branch chapter or your local PS professional chapter. If you have like a PSYP community in your section, we can consider that as well. So how this PS MTI is different, some of the other societies are also came up with same idea, and they started their own MTI activities inspired from PES. So coming to PS activities, PS member driven initiative this year, we have two types of funding this year. One is a compact MTI. Yeah, you guys can, apply for up to $500 and a full MTI, which is up to $2,000. So we have a particular amount of budget. So if the fund has exhausted, there is no additional awards will be given to any of the PS members. So uh, we are encouraging the student members to inform the local PS professional chapter. If there is any PS professional chapters available in your section, you can contact them, you can collaborate with them. But that is not a mandatory requirement. It will be great if you can collaborate with your local section, local professional chapter. So the impact will be much more. So some of the restrictions that we are coming with MDI is MDI cannot be longer than 2 months. You can propose the activities like within 2 months of time period. So also this initiative should be promoted through your social media handles, web pages, and all those things. Okay. So also there should be at least one action. It can be a session, it can be a hackathon or something like that, which should promote PS benefits through MDI grant. And another thing is, if you can submit your, invoices or the quote from your vendor, we can pay you the amount. If it's your proposal got approved, we can pay you the amount upfront. Within 30 days, you have to submit a full financial report as well as event report along with your photos to the PS MDI committee. So also the images, the description that can be utilized from PS membership development committee for their promotions, the following. So coming to the some of the funding priorities that we are supporting for the members. So you have to, it should be, the event should be fit for the PS mission. So Power Energy Society mission. Also, how many numbers of PS members impacted. So last year we do have a discussion about the impact of PS. So our Dr. Shaikh Fattah proposed some of the calculation regarding how we can we can give funding based on the PS member impacted. So that's why we have a long form this year so that we can calculate how the PS members are impacted, how we can attract more members from IEEE to PES and non-IEEE to PES so that we can grow together. Also, another thing is benefits for industry members. As we can see, currently we do have most of the region, we do have more student members as well as the professional members from academia. So in particular, some of the particular region, we have to improve the member base from industry. So such events which help us to gain much more members from the industry, we will get the funding for that activities as well. This is one of our priority. So coming to students and professional engagement, as I discussed earlier, the student branch chapters are welcome to submit member-driven initiative based on your parameters, and the young professional committee, not only the the global committee, also the young professional PS young professional group of your local section. You guys need much more activities to welcome the young engineers who are uh, passed out the engineering their bachelor's degree within the last 10 years. We are encourage them to apply for PS member driven initiative. So also, and the key part is coming to the PES, the members from female members are very less. The female members who are opting the career in power and energy society is also very less. So to increase female membership in PS and benefits for female members is also one of our priority. So such events are also encouraged. So before like 2019-20, we have supported like 3 to 4 exclusive female members driven initiatives to promote PS female membership in PES. So also the PS membership recruitment and retention rates. So how you can improve these things, for example, if you want to start a PS student branch chapters, or you want to improve the PS membership in your student branch, retention in your student branch, such activities are also welcome. So non-PS student branches are also welcome to apply for the PS member driven initiative. Ultimately, you can start your own PS student branch chapter. So also the public outreach program to promote the electric power energy and PS mission. So you can collaborate with PS hack, or PS education activities, PS mentoring initiative, and so on. So we do have some restriction on funds. So we can only entertain the funds from entertain the proposal from IEEE PS member chapter or committee, because we are getting like within last 3 days, I got around 5 to 7 proposal from non-PS members. you know they are not PS members, but they're applying for PS MDI. So those proposals are get rejected. Some of them, we will give some time period to get them PS membership. If they are not getting the PS membership, the proposal get rejected. And another one is the one initiative per chapter or student branch chapter can be entertained in a year. So for example, if you're applying for PS Delhi chapter, so any of the professional member applied to the PS MDI will consider for PS Delhi chapter initiative, and we will allocate only one proposal for the professional chapter and one proposal for a student branch chapter, as well as student branch if they don't have a PS student branch chapter for the student branch as well. So if there is multiple proposal from a local PS professional chapter, I will personally contact the PS professional chair and discuss with him or her which proposal need to be considered for their local professional chapter. So if we are allocating a fund for the year 2024, the fund should be spent in the 2024. So if you are going to spend in 2025 or any of the area that cannot be considered, this fund is for this year. And for 2025, we will have a separate funding opportunity. So another key important fact is PS MDI won't entertain any personal, payment, or the conference payment, conference fees, research, tuition fees, or any indirect costs such as labor costs or something like that. Such funds we will not provide, because we believe in the volunteering work. So yes, the fund cannot be used for any individual payment. So as mentioned earlier, compensation work is also not allowed in this initiative. Also, other IEEE restrictions for the fund initiative is also applied to PS member driven initiative. So actually, today is the last day for the PS MDI 2024 cycle 1. So we have a particular amount for cycle 1, and we will close today in 20th May 2024, end of the day, based on Greenwich Mean Time. So we will close the MDI cycle 1 today itself, and we will start the MDI cycle 2 on July 1st or first week. So depending upon the PS GM schedule and all those things. So we are hoping that we can send the call for acceptance notification by 20th May. So all the current proposals are under review of different judges from different committees. So if you need, I can go through the application outline, which are the things that you have to be considered while applying the member driven initiative. So the thing is, the project initiative name, if you have a project name, you have to mention it. And project leader name, we will contact the leader for all the activities with email address. And this very important, your IEEE member number. If you are, you have to cross check it. So we are getting a lot of proposal with wrong membership number. So we are unable to process such applications. And IEEE organization unit. So that is it is your professional chapter or student branch chapter, you have to mention its full name, not only like PS student branch chapter. If you're from PS student branch chapter and IT partner, you have to mention it PS student branch chapter and IT partner. If you have geocode, that will be very easy for us. Otherwise, we have to go to the OU analytics to get your geocode. and your IEEE region and IEEE sections. Some of the student branch chapters in some of the area, they don't belong to any sections. You can email me personally regarding the same. I will give you a solution. So because some of the sections, some of the newly formed sections are not listed in there. Also, the student branch chapter, not in any of the section are also available in some of the regions. So that kind of things, you can contact me personally. My email ID is already in the website. So total duration of the initiative. So here we are considering zero point 0.5 for 30 minutes, like for 1 hour initiative, you can give the number one. So this is very important that we have to ensure how the PS MDI is impacting our members or attracting new members or the sustainability of the event. So you have to mention based on how many hours you are going to organize the event, and the funding amount requested, you can, you can request up to $2,000. So it's depending upon how good is your activity or how you need the funding. So, and initiative category, we have two category. As I mentioned earlier, we have a compact category for $500 and a full MDI category for $2,000. So you can see our terms and conditions. All the other things are like very common. So if you need any further assistance on any of the things, let me know. So also the duration of the event, structure, expected in-person PS members, non-PS members, IEEE non-PS members, non-IEEE member, and all those things. So these are the things that you have to be filled. So all these things we are included in this year's form, because we have to calculate each and every event, how they are impacting, how we can promote PSMDA much more effectively to get, get much more PS membership, as well as the sustainability of the event, sustainability of the membership. So coming to, when you have submitted your application, it will be come to the PS membership development committee, and we do have a selection committee in the in here. So the selection committee members are from PS membership, chapters representative, regional representative, as well as the representatives from SEC, sorry, no, SYP, and membership, other chapter and other activities. So you have to, for the 2024 cycle one, every time for cycle one we have much bigger amount as compared to cycle two. So I would like to request all the members to submit. If you need get much more chance, you have to submit in cycle one itself, because we have much more amount as compared to cycle two. So the deadline for this cycle is 20th April 2024. I think you all got the e-notice, because we are already sent the e-notice to all the professional members, student members, all the active members across the globe, and its reminder. And the cycle 2 application must be received by 15th August, but the cycle 2 application only starts at first week of July. So some of the project examples that you don't have any idea how you are going to propose a project, you don't have any idea, these are some of the project example. So for example, seed funding for workshop for practicing engineers, for example, new technology, for example, grid integrations, smart grid, some of the new technology. You can have funding for the workshop for practicing engineers, for industrial professionals. So you can apply for funding. Yes, we can support such initiative. For example, also support for a chapter meeting featured industrial executives. For example, a professional chapter or a student branch chapter need a chapter meeting with the industrial executives. Yes, we can we can approve such initiative. But the thing is, the individual payment or compensations are not allowed through PSMTI funding. Industrial workshops. Also, as I mentioned earlier, outreach program to get students at primary school in the field of electrical power and energy. In that, very important thing I have to point out, you have to we have policy, IEEE have policy working with students. So we have an elaborate policy as well as a session. You have to attend those sessions, and you have to obligate all the guidelines that IEEE put forward with working with students. So you have to accept that to get those funding on time. Also funding for design competition for proper lighting technologies. So another thing that PS concentrate is lighting technology. Nowadays, electrical lighting technology is, more into electronics as well as IoT. But even though we will support the design competitions for lighting technology. We have some of the good, MDI activities. We are funding yearly for some of the good design competition events, and support for the event leading to creation of a new chapter. As I mentioned earlier, the professional sections who don't have PS professional chapters, as well as student branches who don't have a PS student branch chapters, you can very happy to apply for the PS MTI. It's help you to create a professional chapter or student branch chapter. We are happy to funding those initiatives. So how to apply? Yes, currently the application is live. Unfortunately, today is the last day for you in GMT. So you can submit in the IEEE PS MTI website. Its URL is right here. Or you can just Google it. You will get IEEE. If you are Googling IEEE PS MTI, you will get the link directly. If you have any doubts, please feel to reach us through our MTC group email or to my personal email. Anything, it will come to my inbox. So this is the email ID. You can reach to us. Please note, we won't, we are getting enough applications, so we won't extend the deadline. Today is the deadline for cycle 1. So some of the previous MDA activities, that some of the pictures like back in 2017, 18 times. So this is some of the PS MDA activities that happened in Brazil and Latin American area. And these are some of the member-driven initiatives happened in Kerala section, College of Engineering, Chenganur, with PS MTI funding. So these are the another activities that happened in Latin America for the women's related initiative, and another lighting design competition that happened again in India. So these are the small introduction about PS MTI. So yeah, we are providing the fund, a lot of funds to India, like to all the sections in India. Let me know if you have any doubts. Over to you, Ritika.
Thank you, sir. Now, next we would like to call Dr. Ramakrishnan Kapagantu. Dr. Ramakrishnan possesses 33 years of rich experience in Indian power sector, which are NTPC and PGCIL. He is currently serving as Art and PES representative and also the PES member of governing board. His experience includes development first successful pilot project of smart grid at Puducherry, India, and management of 50 GW South Indian grid. It is associated transmission system, real-time operations in electrical engineering from MNIT Jaipur. He completed MTech from JNTU Hyderabad. He got advanced diploma in management and human resources and PhD in electrical engineering from IIT NIT Trichypuli on smart grid distribution system. Over to you, sir.
Hi, thank you. Thank you all for joining this wonderful workshop. I think it's a great initiative of PES bringing together the young minds, right? Especially congratulations, the new student branch chapter of PES that got approved, and and immediately you are having this great event. As she introduced, I belong to the pure power engineering domain. So I worked in NTPC.
Dr. Ramakrishna sir, there is some issue at your end. We are not getting your voice.
we cannot hear anything from him. I think connection problem. Okay. Please, Rishi, can you communicate with him directly?
Yeah, sure. I will communicate with him.
Yeah, through WhatsApp, maybe.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Meanwhile, Anandhu sir has requested for group photo also, and we can
wait,
call.
Rishi.
Yeah.
For all of that, we need to thank our friend Anand for his nice presentation and his speech. And he, give us his, time to present all the useful information for all PS members. Thank you very much, brother Anand.
Thank you, Hussein. So if you guys have any doubt, let me know, because it's a huge application process. We have a lot of columns in this year. So if you guys have any doubts, let me know. I can clarify that as well. So I know I'm just presented very fast. So, but you guys can ask any question related to PS MDI. I'm ready to answer it, because today is the last date for cycle 1, but don't worry, cycle 2 will start on July 1st. So let me know if you have any doubt regarding PS MDI.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I have a question.
Shoot.
Yes, so when we are talking about a hackathon, sir, so how we should write a proposal for it to get the funds? Like, what things we should include in that?
So, like, most of the hackathon, definitely this Power Energy Society, the idea should be a electrical hackathon, which can be related to anything. Like, it's a lot of stuff currently available. So one of the funding that we have provided for lighting technology, so that I can share you if you are interested. So some of the, yeah, 1 minute.
I think
I think
hello.
Ramakrishna sir is back. Yes.
I'm sorry. I think there's some. I lost. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. You are audible now.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I was telling, I was the engineer who worked for electrical domain right through, and my last assignment was the smart grid, the first smart grid pilot project in India. That was in Puducherry in Tamil Nadu, and I was the project manager there. And so the distribution side also I contributed through that. So how to integrate the renewables, especially the rooftop solar and EVs. Then we have storage batteries there. All the things we integrated into the distribution system, and that is the great opportunity, and which I could showcase in IEEE also. I gave several talks across the globe, for sharing this in these areas, my experiences, right? So what I'm telling is IEEE is such a platform for every engineer. It gives us an opportunity to experience what we dream. So we need to look forward for a platform or a professional organization, not exactly the engineering institution or our employer where you work and all, because in the employment, what happens is many places, because the IPR rights and all, your voice is cut. You may not express. In the engineering, you are too not yet fully developed, and people will not give you enough opportunity to speak there also, or your guides or supervisors, they may mask you sometimes. But IEEE is the only platform where you can express individually all your ideas if they are fruitful, beneficial, get them incubated, you can get into, you can really become an entrepreneur, I feel. Because today it is giving a lot of opportunity. And in IEEE, PES plays a significant role towards the humanitarian technologies, reaching the communities and making meaningful applications for the local problems of every country. So you should definitely embrace this PES membership throughout, and you should not let it down. Because among students, it happens, you will withdraw your membership, or you discontinue membership once your job of a project or your academic career, academic phase, maybe a B.Tech is over, or you get a job, you'll stop there. It is not so, I'll tell you. Like the B.Tech or any course, unless you need 3 semesters, 6 semesters, or 8 semesters, unless you complete, you don't get the degree, right? Similarly, in IEEE also, or in PES also, you should continue, have experience, fully contribute, and become a significant figure to stand out yourselves. That is what is required in IEEE. It is simply by becoming a member. And I saw morning Rishi has circulated some questions that you have sent through the Google form probably. Many of the what I get through IEEE and all. First, to become a member, all the benefits are outlined in the PES Resource Center, the web page of the PES. You can go through. If you have any doubt, you can always contact me. My email is kramakrishna@IEEE.org, and my website is kramakrishna.com. Why I'm telling you, I can mentor you, I can guide you. There's enough, and I'll tell you, lot of material is there. Lot of supporting and enthusiastic volunteer leaders, help you will be available for all of you, whomsoever interested to contribute something. You turn your ideas into actions. That is possible only in IEEE, I'm telling you. So PES gives such opportunities. We have an entrepreneurship committee also. I think Thiago is the chair for that, and unfortunately today he's not there in the call. I think he will also provide you a lot of things. MDI is there, who gives funding for your all interesting proposals and all. And we have a very, very active student activities committee. That is Anand, Shah is there, Rishi is there. And about the humanitarian technologies, Fattah will explain you next. So why I'm telling, there are many benefits. Only thing is, unless you experience them, you cannot relish it. So become the member, start doing activities, continue growing up like that. And I'm assuring you, you will not have a look back. I've been a member of PES and IEEE for 35 years now. And I was not a student member. I thought I really delayed to become a member of IEEE. Only in 1990, I became a member. By that time, I completed my MTech also, Masters also. So, but I was employed. I was working with NTPC. So the sooner you get into these professional platforms, excellent opportunities you'll get. The main opportunity is, or the benefit is the networking. You will get some, for your ideas, you may get some investors. To do a good research, you'll get a good supervisor or a professor. Across the globe, across the borders, we can cross and we can get in connected with those people. But only thing is, you should keep continuing attending these programs continuously. Don't miss anything, right? So we're all there for you, and few examples, So few example, I'll tell you one thing. What we are trying to do in India is, now internship is made mandatory for all the undergrad students in India. Am I right? I think you need to get 10, I think 4 months or 10 months in internship, I think now. That is the 6 months they want to cover during the final year, the final semester, and 4 months during the previous year, first year, second year, and third year. As per the National Electricity Policy 2020, the new one, it is made applicable from 2020. So the first batch in 2024, they are supposed to get through. Okay, this mandatory internship. But you just imagine, you are in, some are in IIT, some are in NITs. What about the other colleges which are in rural areas? And every day, like our regular undergrad courses in India, like bachelor's in sciences, bachelor's in commerce, they are all now getting enrolled to the engineering colleges only. And every year, you know how many we graduate engineering students? 1,500,000, that is 15 lakh students graduate every year. And now perhaps it is 18,000, 18 lakhs. And not even 20% have the capability to get employed. Means we do not have employment skills. What is taught in the academic curriculum is not sufficient. So you need to get into these professional platforms, these workshops, webinars, seminars, where we can get some idea of we can get through this. That's why government is insisting you should get the mandatory internship. Now, the top 20 will get, because of the merit, they'll get opportunities. Or if somebody is financially sound, our parents are in good positions in MNCs or good public utilities or somewhere, you will get the opportunities to do the internships. What about the bottom 20% or bottom 40%, which are economically, they cannot take these things and all. So we need to look for their purposes as well. And those who are in the rural areas, if they want to do an internship, they have to go to the urban area. In urban area, even if it is a free internship is provided, for living there, every month they have to spend about 20K or 30K. But as a student, is it really affordable? No. So what we are planning is, last year we tried one pilot. This year we're trying another 2 pilots. Virtual internship programs for all Indian engineering students. I had a discussion with the AICTE officials. They agreed, and it can be considered the virtual thing, because we are embedding some 20% of it would be an industry visit or industry experience or online simulation classes in their own laboratories of the colleges. So we are talking to the college management. If they're coming forward, we'll try to do these things. For this, we need a hot topics, need of the day topic. That's why we are trying to choose good topics, and the selection committee is there. It is called the we are calling the expert lecturer pool in these electrical areas. So the ZELP, zonal expert lecturer pool, they will select the faculty. The majority of them will be retired persons. They will come forward. They'll share their knowledge. It will not die out with them. Okay, so that can be recorded also. We are trying to develop those things. We are in the process, and topics, they will design it, which is suitable, which is current, and which will improve their employability for the students. The skills will be there, and they can boldly face the interviews and all. So these things we are trying to do. So the first application, what we tried was 4 colleges from Hyderabad area, 2 from Kurnool, 2 from Hyderabad, and only 1 virtual session. All will attend simultaneously. The next one will be pan-India. We are trying to do it. That will be 1 on EVs, 1 on rooftop solars. Why rooftop solar? The local requirements also we need to see what is required. In India, this 2024 budget, they announced 1 crore homes will be having rooftop solars, each having 3 kilowatts to 10 kilowatts. So that's a huge demand. Lot of research, it will help us, okay? I hope you understand what I'm telling. And similarly, EVs is the need of the day today. And I know many of you are working in these areas, in EVs or renewable integration issues. Okay, why it is not penetrating? Somebody is asking why RE is not penetrating. We have a lot of issues. Why for the net zero we are not looking forward along with other nations, countries, by 2050? We are telling it maybe 2070 or later. Because what is available freely, they are trying to do it, but they want to compensate. Our RE penetration itself is very large compared to many other countries in the world. So, but it has its own problems. And also EVs, if you come into the picture, a lot of scooters, the safety issues, the voltage stability problems, where multiple charging points they provide at the same public area. How the commercial issues there, how to charge for them. Several things are there to do research, to do work on this integration things and all, right? So we should hold our events related to these topics. Then only it is meaningful for us. And I hope our chapter chairs, they are working with them, all the student branch chapters. I strongly urge them to, the leadership, they should also contact their local professional chapters of PES so that they get full support. They can work in tandem and we can do wonders in this aspect. So I think my given time is because of the connectivity problems I lost. I think I'll end up here. Anyone wants to contact, please get in touch with me. Okay, Rishi or any of the organizers, they'll let you know about me. Okay. Otherwise, my email is kramakrishna@ieee.org. Hope it's clear to you. If you have one or two questions, depending on the time, I think I can answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramakrishnan, for your wonderful insights and motivating words. I would like to ask the attendees if anybody have any questions. Okay, since nobody has any doubt, so we will move towards the group photo since Anandhu is leaving. I would
Thank you so much.
everybody to switch on their cameras, please. Group photo.
Okay, I am taking it. Okay. I hope all are ready now. So I will do it on a go. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, it's done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anandhu, sir, for your presence.
Thank you. All the best for the workshop.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you so much.
Prof. Rama. Hope see you soon.
Yeah. So actually,
Yeah,
Rishi, I'm getting some queries. So can I clarify here, or do we?
yeah, sure. That's what I'm going further. Guys, we have not taken the queries for the session one. So if you have any queries over the membership driven initiatives, you are feel free to ask. Even I have a lot of queries, but I will give chance first to you to speak up, and you can ask directly to the chair of the initiatives present here, Mr. Anandhu.
Hi guys. So I was answering the Aryan Rajan's question. So actually we are supporting one of the activities that I can show you right now. It is an illumination hackathon, as it is one of our priority as I discussed earlier. So I hope you can see my screen. So it is one
Yes,
of the activity that we are funding, I think last three times through PSMTI, and its fifth, Lexathon 5.0 is also we are approved the funding. So this is actually one of the hackathon with illumination. Here, what they are doing is like have a group team which is all around India, and they will give a solution related to illumination technology. Uh, like for example, develop a illumination system based on maybe street lighting system based on the Indian lighting code. So, but it should be dimmed like after 10 p.m. or depending upon the night area, integrating with a lot of IoT stuff and all those things. But even though it is strictly restricted to the electrical part as well. So this is one of the idea that we are funding. Maybe it's one of the sustainable event I can see in the hackathon through PSMDI. So yeah, this year as well, they grabbed their amount. We are already sent their approval, not like a few days back. So this is one of the event. And also you can think about like, you know, the event that can be related to, as Ramakrishna sir point out, you know, the grid integration. You can use just softwares. For example, PSSE, the hackathon with PSSE, you can try that, you know, with you can give a problem statement regarding, you know, hybrid system like wind, solar, and all those things. And you can ask for an hackathon. They have to find a solution for the, you know, given problem. The also smart grid integration. So we have a lot of software nowadays related to you know, power energy. You can utilize those software. You can organize a hackathon very effectively. It is not mandatory that should be hands-on hackathon or something like that. But that the earlier I seen that is a hands-on hackathon. They will provide like a miniature LED strips and all those things, so they can, you know, scale it up to like a 30 watt or 40 watt, like that. They will scale it according to their, you know, every time the problem statement is different, solution is different. So this is one of the impressive event. But you know, much more electrical, these like electrical and electronics, as well as, you know, CS related, like, you know, internet of things, all those stuff. But you can go with purely electrical stuff like grid integration, you know, the issues in you know, wind energy, offshore wind energy. That is a really hot topic in India nowadays. A lot of studies are happening. So all this hackathon we can do that because we have tons of software in our hand. So that is one of the idea maybe you can try for. Am I
Thank you,
clear,
sir.
Aryan? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I do got another query through the, you know, the email from Rishi. That was one of the activities, you know, one of the chapter activity that is sustainable. So for that, I can show you another event. It is from Kerala section, because I was also part of Kerala section before, but now I am a German section. So it is called AKPSSC. Maybe. So it is All Kerala Power Energy Student Congress. So it is actually one of the student branch is associating with the professional chapter. Like for example, here PS Kerala chapter, they are organizing All Kerala level student congress for Power Energy Society members. So it started in 2017, and every year they are organizing that event in different PS student branches. So I think there is around 50 PS student branch chapters are there in IEEE Kerala section. So the PS local professional chapter is, you know, coordinating and organizing this event. So this year as well, we got the application for getting funding for AKPSSE, but it's under the review right now. So such events are one of the very sustainable events where local professional chapters as well as the student branch chapters come together to organize a meetup of the PS members all around that section. And you know, they have very good numbers of PS student branch chapters as well as PS professional members, as well as number of PS student branch chapters is huge. Maybe one of Kerala, I think the Kerala section is the most number of PS student branch chapters. So you know, in 2017 when they started AKPSSC, there is around, you know, less than 10 PS student branch chapter. Now it's 50. So this is one of the sustainable event that we are funding entirely, you know, throughout the year to one of the PS Kerala chapter as well as the local student branch chapter. So every year the organizer will be different, but the PS Kerala chapter will be there, and the event organizing student branch chapter will be different. So I think this is one of the sustainable event I can point out in India. So any more question?
Yeah, Anand, I have a question. Like while scrutinizing the event for MDI, even in respect to student branch chapters. So if you are looking into the eligibility or their past things, what they have done as an activities or something, because you have to also look into the feasibilities, like they have the team to to organize that event. So what are the various criteria that really impact or your decisions also?
Yes.
For scrutiny?
Yes, actually, when you're submitting your PSMDI, it will be given to three reviewers. The three reviewers, most of them, we are trying to get all those three reviewers from different region. Like, for example, if you're submitting one from region 10, most probably your reviewers from region 1 to 7, one reviewer from region 8, another one, and region 9, another one. Most probably. Sometimes I have to give to region 10 reviewer as well, like, you know, a different country or different section. But they will think in their perspective. For example, the entire thing is very different. It's not like India, it's not US is different, different type of mentality, and India is different type of mentality in terms of events, in terms of funding and all those things. So they are scrutinizing your event. So coming to the, for example, we are getting an application from NIT Patna, let it be. So it's one of the new student branch chapter, right? So for one new PS student branch chapter, we are trying to give maximum their funding, but if they are applying for $2,000, so we will go to how is that event is viable, or they are getting money, or they are not going to organize it. What are their previous events? So we will look back into their V-Tools reporting, V-Tools event reporting, not only the student branch chapters, but also the student branch V-Tools reporting, how they are done their events past. And we have questions how your organization structure looks like. And we will scrutinize that as well, so that event is sustainable or not. That is how we are look forward, like about the volunteers. Coming to the activities application, we will look into the sustainability time period in which time they can organize. If we are approving, for example, today we are approving one event, so for a transaction to India will get some delay, because every time the IEEE will send the money to India like once in a month, and this should be come to GIEEE office in Bangalore. From Bangalore, it will be distributed to different part of India. So there is some time limitations are there. So we will look forward to the time, which time they are going to organize, which time they are going to conclude. Is it possible? And what are the committee members they have? If they have the professional chapter chair or professional chapter members, yes, that is much more, much more okay for us. So all those things we will look in terms of funding, how the student branch chapter capable of, how they're good their proposal are. Yeah. Am I clear, Rishi?
Yeah, I got it. So last year, there is one more additional things you have added up about the quotations are required
Mhm.
for the expense. So is this continuing this year also? Because I have
Yeah.
heard from Conrad last year, like because a lot of applications are rejected from, if you will talk about region 10 only, because they have not put it down quotations or something like that, and they are not fulfilling that criteria. So can you please put your words over that thing also?
Yes. So actually, basically, if you're when I was a student back in 2017, 18, all those time, so we are just it was a single word file. I think most of them know about that, the past members. So it was very simple. The funding will get very simply. But the thing is, the output, we are unable to measure the output. Some of the approved funds details are not. We are not aware about that. We are not getting the reports, and all those things are came up. So that's why we are included. The student branch chapter need to submit the codes for the given amount, their requested amount from the local vendors. So that is mandatory. Even though you are not submitted that through the application, if we are thinking it is sustainable, we will ask for the quotation once your fund is approved. So once your fund is approved, if you are not submitted the quotation, we will ask for the quotation. And if we are getting the quotation on time, the fund will be dispatched from the PS staff. And the second thing is, sometimes the event it's not that sustainable, but if the quotation is there, the chance of getting the funding is much more, the chances are much more higher as compared to the application that without quotation. But I can't say like that, without quotation we won't, we will reject. No, it is not like that. But if the three judges, depending upon the three judges come in, two of them are asked for revision, one is asked for approval, but the quotation is not there, it is my discretion if it's want to reject it or not. If its quotation is there, it is much more convincible, the event. So it will be great if you can submit the quotation. If it is not, your event is pampered very well through the application. Yes, that can be get approved, but once it get approved, you have to submit the quotation to dispatch the funds. So that is mandatory in this year. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this question is little bit I just want to highlight. However, I was aware about it, but I want that all the attendees who are planning to apply for the next cycle, they must have this thing in their mind, like this is also a criteria of rejection, not for the acceptance of the applications. So any further queries? Otherwise, we will.
So
Mhm.
I would like to add one more point. So, when as a, when we are thinking in the society level, the fund distribution geographically is very important for us. You know, so when we are going through the funding opportunity, I'm getting a lot of applications from India. So getting an application approved from India is not very easy, to be frank. Okay, because we have to look forward to the fund distribution geographically as well. If I'm getting 20, 30 applications from India, and also I'm getting 2 or 3 or 4 applications from region 3, so the priority will go to region 3. So when you are applying for PS funding, please note the following, especially if you're from India, especially from your region 10. So you have to submit earlier as you can, because the earlier proposal submission, we will directly go to the review, and we will get back and we will distribute the fund. Second thing is, please prepare your application very carefully, so that getting approved those events are much more higher as compared to others. So because we are getting most of the funding requests from India, from sections of India. So we have to limit some fund. We can't pump 40,000 or $50,000 to India alone. We have to distribute it to region 8, region 9, region 1 to 7, and all over the world. So we are unable to send some, like, last time we have to send like around $10,000 to Kerala section. So that is, we don't have any other chance. That's why. So if we getting other application from other sections, other region, we have to distribute it. So if you need funding, please send your application early as possible. Send your application very clearly, very good manner, along with quotation. That will be helpful for getting the fund. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I got your point. Any further queries? About the deadline, it's already said it's over for now, but this is the right time to make your SBC eligible for the next cycle and prepared for in a nice way. You have almost, I guess, up to July. It's the time for the next cycle, and make a nice proposal. As already said, it's tough for region 10, but it's not impossible. Try to prepare some good and nice proposals, and hopefully that will be further considered.
Team, don't think that your proposal got rejected. Never. It will be reviewed, but the chances are much higher, as Rishi pointed out. The chances are very higher. It is possible because most of the funding are coming to India, not to any of other area. Most of the funding is coming to India, so there are sections, run branch chapters who are requesting funding, and they are getting every year. So I also got one more doubt regarding conversion of rupees to dollars. Need to be seen how it can be done. India versus US rates different. Okay. So coming to preparing the quotations you are getting in Indian rupees. So you have to convert into US dollars. So just if you have a quotation, you just take a Excel sheet as well and quote that this is the Indian rupee that we are getting from the vendor, and this is the equivalent. You can take the that day conversion rate and quote in Indian rupee and convert that into US dollars. Definitely, when you're submitting your proposal, you have to mention in dollars only. But I know the vendors will give you in Indian rupees or Sri Lankan rupees or in Taka or something like that. But you have to convert that day rate, and you have to convert it. These are the rough amount that we are getting in dollars. So that need to be included. Dollars need to be included. Otherwise, most of our reviewers are from outside India, so they don't know, outside region 10, so they don't know the local currency. So US dollars is very important. So anything else?
Yeah, so I think that's all about. And if you have any further queries, you can go through the MDI portal, as well as uh, in case any general queries. Uh,
So
yeah,
Rishi,
I have.
Dr. Mahesh Kumar sir, he raised a hand.
Hello,
Sure.
sir. Actually, I joined a bit late.
But my general question is that I applied for this member-driven initiative program. So I just want to say that any faculty member, branch counselor can apply, or student chapter as a student chair or PES student chair or something. A student can apply for this MDI proposal. I had just this question.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, anyone can apply. For example, if you're from, let it be from an IT partner. I'm just mentioning the name because they're organizing this event with another student branch after in Delhi. So the student chair can apply. Even a member, PS member can apply. Even PS, there is no counselor for PS SBC. There will be an advisor. The advisor can apply. But the very important thing is the member should be a PS member, so they can apply. That is not mandatory that student need to be applied for student branch chapter. No, advisor can apply for on behalf of PS student branch chapter. There is no issue. But while your application, you have to mention that this is for the PS student branch chapter of this university or this college, so that we can categorize that into the student branch chapter. Otherwise, it is go directly to the local professional chapter, for example, Delhi chapter or Kolkata chapter, like that. So you have to mention that.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any other query? In that case, thank you, Anandhu sir, for your wonderful insights, and your expertise added immense value to our webinar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you are getting fundings as well as a lot of opportunities through PS. So PS have a lot of opportunity. I have been working with PS for last 10 years. So I'm very happy to be who I am through PS to learn a lot of things. So I'm the budding engineers. You guys have to sustain your PS membership. So it's a wonderful things that you can work with industrial professionals, academicians, and all those things. So thank you, team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the knowledge.
Thank you, Anandhu sir. Now I would like to invite respected Hussein Mahdi sir, who is Vice Chair IEEE PES HAC. Hussein Mahdi sir is a lecturer at Computer and Software College of Engineering, University of Diyala, Iraq. He has a great background of electrical and electronics with an experience of nearly 2 decades. He received a PhD from National University of Malaysia and Master of Science from University of Technology, Baghdad, Iraq. He is IEEE Region 10 Young Professional Committee Southeast Asia Coordinator, IEEE Region 10 Humanitarian Activities Committee, IEEE PES Young Professional Committee Academic Lead, IEEE IES Chapters Area Chair. During serving under IEEE, he won the Student Leadership Award, IEEE Malaysia Student Leadership Award, Best Social Activity Award, IEEE MJ Young Professional Achievement Award. Sir, I would like to hand over the mic to you. Please continue.
Thank you very much for your invitation. Can I share my slide?
Sir.
It is clear?
Yeah, it's visible, sir.
Oh, okay.
You can just make it on presentation mode if possible.
Yep, for sure. 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah, now it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the invitation, and I am so glad to join this session. I will talk about like my experience as IEEE member, and especially IEEE Power Energy Society member. How can IEEE and PES HAC improve my professional career? In the same time, how can make me implement my activities or our student branch activities and section activities? My name is Dr. Hussein Mahdi. I am staff of College of Engineering, University of Diyala. In the same time, I am the advisor of governor for humanitarian project from 2018 until now. And also I am part from IEEE Smart Village Education Committee 2023, PES HAC committee from 2020 until now. Now I am the vice chair for activity. Also, I am IEEE Award Board Presentation and Publicity Committee 2024. Here you can see my photo with, this is the governor of my state, the deputy prime minister. I will talk about how can stakeholder, be helpful if you have good relationship with the stakeholder in my presentation. Now you can see here in this slide, IEEE Power Energy Society Humanitarian Activity Committee for 2024. We have Prof. Fattah Shaikh, our PES HAC chair, and also Alexander, the vice chair, me, vice chair for activity, and Roshali, PES HAC secretary, and Tonmai, PES HAC treasury, and we have subcommittee. Total member for PES HAC this year, more than 65 members between chair and members for our subcommittee. First of all, we need to understand what is the meaning of a humanitarian project. Humanitarian activity is doing something, human welfare, may involve technology or not. Everyone can do it, like providing food, providing clothes, clean water, all these kind of activities. Engineering, as a student of engineering or professional engineering, we use the science and math to invent, create, design, develop, proven technology. And when we mix both of the above term, we have humanitarian technology project. That the project involve engineering targeting a humanitarian activity. And this is the mission of IEEE itself, how we can use our technology for the benefit of humanity. But we have some example for humanitarian technology for clean water, non-pollution heating and cooking method, of grid electricity generation, agriculture technology, healthcare technology, shelter with appropriate technology. Now we use IoT technology for in several places, smart cities, smart factories, smart traffic light, smart home. We can use the technology in every part of our daily life. IEEE HAC in general, we support IEEE board endorsed vision of IEEE volunteer around the world, carrying out and or supporting impactful humanitarian activity at local level. How we can encourage our student, engineering student, or young professional engineering or professional engineering to be involving with local community, addressing the problem in the local community and come out with the appropriate, sustainable, and low-cost solution for this problem. What is the impact of IEEE HAC? What can it provide for us as engineering or as a volunteer? IEEE HAC supports sustainable development and humanitarian technology related with IEEE volunteering activities. It can provide financial support and is very important. And I will share with you the link of IEEE HAC funding, and also provide educational support, mentoring, and guidance for all our young engineering and student engineering. And the most important issue, according to my experience, make collaboration between IEEE and non-IEEE volunteers. Engage both of IEEE member and non-IEEE member to doing some great project to help the local community. Through IEEE site, special interesting group on humanitarian technology. IEEE site, like what I mentioned, it is a network of IEEE and non-IEEE volunteers around the global that partner with local community. It must be with local community to leverage technology for sustainable development. Like example, I lived in Malaysia for 10 years, from 2010 until 2020. Before COVID pandemic, I returned back to my original country, Iraq. According to what I see, we need a good volunteer in the local section to help us to providing technology for the benefit of local community. Because I cannot traveling to India every time. I cannot traveling to Pakistan Indonesia, Malaysia, like example. We need active volunteer. They want to help the local community, and we can support them financial and guidance support. Some question come out from volunteer around the global, how I can use my, like example, professional skills or educational skills to help my local community. We have several fields like energy, environment, climate change, sustainability, food, water, transportation, healthcare, education. Any skills can make, can prove, can change it and use it to make your local community live better life by your what we call motivation and skills to help the others. Sustainable development, like what all of us know, IEEE works side by side with United Nations to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, 17 goals of United, sorry, for 17 Sustainable Development Goals for United Nations. As IEEE members, we can achieve all these goals. And also, especially if you are IEEE PES member, you can see your skills fit with majority of these goals. Like example, good quality education, gender equality, clean water, life below the water, life over land, climate change, all this goals related with PES. If we can use clean energy, we can achieve majority of these goals. This is what we call the core part of my presentation here. Like what my friend mentioned, for any proposal, if you wanted to get fund, you need to have several factors in your proposal to be accepted for fund. I am here to address 10 key factors behind planning quality humanitarian technology project and event. Planning and implement good quality humanitarian technology project. First of all, like what my friend mentioned, the sustainability is very important for us. When we want to, support any kind of event, when we want to fund any kind of event, we check the sustainability of this project, of this program. What is the key factor for sustainability? Financial sustainability mean ensuring a steady flow of funding and generating revenue. Your project at least have some revenue, because like after you finish implementation, we will not provide any fund for you after that. How you can maintain your project? You need to know and give us some few points how you can planning to run your project after finish the implementation. Second one, and this is very important, institutional organizational sustainability. Your team member, the experience, the quality of your team members have experience or not, then background, they did some kind of a project before or not, then how they can develop as a part of this project. This is very important. Programmatical sustainability, to continue your project and program in the absence of donor support. Can you do, like example, my friend mentioned, we take in our consideration, if we providing the fund, do you have the time to do the project or not? In our view, for humanitarian project, can you achieve or implement your project without our fund, or you just depend for IEEE fund? It is very good to see, the variety of funding resource for your project. And I will explain why. Existing practice for project handling. This is very important issue. This is the second key for good project, humanitarian project. How in other countries certain problems are solved. It is your new technology, reduce the cost of implementation. You come out with a new technology, not use in another part. This is very important for us to understand. Efficient alternative way need to consider if your way or your technology it's not work. What is your your plan B? What is will be? Compare the proposed solution. Like what I mentioned, if I compare your new technology or the cost of your solution, it is higher than the other people's solution or not. This is very important. Now we focus about you work with who? Government, NGO, foreigner, industry. That means do you involve do you communicate and outreach the key stakeholder in your section, in your local area? Do you communicate with the universities, with government institution? Second one, do you communicate with NGO, a local industry company? This is very important. Diversity funding source, it is mean your solution, it is really good solution. The people in your local area, they believe about your solution. They believe about the new technology. They believe that the project have really good and high impact in local community. This is very important. If the people inside the section believe in you, for sure, I can believe in you. Then I can provide funding for your project and help you to implement your project in your local community to show your case and your solution. Long-term forecast. Don't think about your project for like 6 months, 1 year duration time. Try to come up with a project for long term. Then never think that the project just for the duration of your need to implement. After your implementation, what will happen? Must have long-term impact study. Your technology, your solution for this certain problem, what will affect in your local community, how your project will running in the future. Like what I mentioned, do you have income from this project or not? There is any local company will support you for a long time. Like example, do you cooperate with government institution like university or any another company for running this project after implementation or not? Financial analysis, this is very important for us when we came to the cost of your project. It should be written in a clear way, and you just include only the cost of the project, not traveling, not learning, not training cost. Just consider the cost of your project. It's very important issue. Other external factors we need to see in the good humanitarian project, like what is the social issues, impact, political problem, have political problem or not, ethical issues, health hazard, how much affect your solution in the health hazard, in the environment, it is sustainable for the environment or not. All this external factor is very important to address. Scalable or not, try to focus in a small scale implementation, smaller project. If it's work, we can make extension for this project and ask for more funding for your next step. Local capacity building for scalability and also impact of scalability nature. Do you check the impact of your project for the nature? And also, do you communicate with and cooperate with local the local government and also local industry company inside your section? Mode of implementation, how you planning to implement your proposal? Okay, need to think, do it phase by phase, and like what I mentioned in the previous slide, make it small scale. make sure that at least certain one phase, you start your proposal without funding from our side to see you have the ability and willing that the willing to implement your proposal with or without our fund, to see how much you are passionate and focusing to implement your proposal. Here we can see the list of 10 key factors. Project must address community need, should be coming to solve local community problem. Second, proper mapping with appropriate SDG should be, match with one of 17 Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations. Three, current practice and handling the project. Do you have the qualified team with experience? Four, initiative from, do you cooperate with government institution, NGO, foreigner, industry, local company? Five, forecasting the long-term state need of the project for long-term impact of your project in local community. Six, financial analysis, that is called the cost of a project should be very clear and what we call suitable for the size of your project. Seven, social, health, political, environmental effect for your solution for this problem. Eight, scalable or not, can apply it for another section, another area, if have the same problem or not. Mode of implementation, it is very important to see your ability to implement the project. 10, sustainability, it is very important key, like what my friend before me mentioned. Sustainability of project is very important, and also of program. You can see here I start as IEEE member, then I in UKM, National University of Malaysia. After that I represent a Malaysian student in Region 10 committee, student committee. After that I graduate and become young professional coordinator for Asia Pacific. Then I work in, I was IEEE PES Day 2018. Also, I am working in PES Student Branch Chapter Chair 2019-2020, and I was in the Committee of PES Student Branch Chapter for the last 3 years. After that, I worked with HAC event, PES Chapter Student Branch Committee Award and Recognition, PES HAC Vice Chair 2020-24, IEEE Award Board and Presentation Publicity Committee. If you can see, I am really engaged with IEEE PES because it provides for me what we call the suitable tools to help my local community to doing my project. And you can see here some kind of activity that we did before. Here, flood relief mission in Malaysia. Here we cleaning the schools and rewiring after the flood. I was PhD student in 2017. If you can see here, in a different phase. We are international student, local student from China, from India, from Bangladesh, from Iraq, from Iran, from different places. We carrying same target, how we can the world better place to live by using IEEE support, financial support, and also mentoring support. And like what I mentioned, really I take a lot of guidance from Ramakrishna sir. He was Region 10 at the time. At that time, he was Region 10 director. He is my supervisor and the chair of the Dean of Engineering College in National University of Malaysia. She is master student. We are so happy to help the other people. Here, after we finish everything, we wiring the school. We set up one computer lab with donation of UKM, National University of Malaysia. And here training this library, this computer lab. After that, we educate the kids for 1 week. And you can see the difference between the first photo and the last photo. Here, Ramadan Ramadan packaging, helping the poor family in the village with the food packaging. After that, education, several education activities. Feeding the homeless people, celebrate with orphan kids, IEEE Day with orphan kids. Also here, different activities, sending food packages, clothes for poor family inside the jungle, and in the same time, we educate the kids. After 5 years from education, more than 4,000 kids in the jungle, we try to convert for a new style of education. We call this is camp, more than 1,000 kids in one camp for 1 week. The title of the camp, how we can work as a team to change the world. Much better, to work with the team, because individual effort cannot be a peer. But when we work as a team, for sure, our impact will be visible for everyone. Here you can see, this is really nice photo. They choose the red ant as a logo for them flag, because they mention red ant is very small and cannot do anything alone. But they, when cooperate together and work as a team, we can see how they can do a lot of things. Together we can change the world. Alone we cannot. Here we change our education style. We start using education robotics kit. We can programming this kit. We can manufacturing this kit. We can see here, this is the owner of the company. He's one of UKM student alumni. He graduated from UKM, established his own company. We cooperate with him. This is what I mean. Cooperate with local local industry company. We promoting his educational kit. In the same time, he provided for us is free. Then he provide training for IEEE UKM student branch free. We training 100 students. Then we divide. This is the prime minister. This is the deputy minister of education. This is the owner of the company, and this is our team. This is our student. After we finish the training, they take certificate, TOT. Then we send them for the, each team, 10 members, we send them for different village to educate the kids there. And you can see here our activity, then celebrate with local community. And here, this photo really is important to understand it. Here, one of the IEEE Malaysian parliament member, she support our activity. She bring all the media. She take advantage from us to doing something for her local community. In the same time, we take advantage, take financial support from her, and also she bring all the media for us. Then all the people recognize our activities, our events. In the same time, when I work in Malaysia, everyone understand what is the meaning of IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. After 5 years from working as a volunteer in Malaysia, everyone in the street can recognize IEEE name. Here also, with cooperation between Power Energy Society, Communication Society, IEEE UKM student branch, we're providing food package for all the poor family. After that, we educate the kids in different area. This project, it is what we call a challenging one. We go to the jungle from any life, 5 hours in the street, inside the jungle. There is no electricity, there is low communication, and we have 32 non-educated kids in this village. We build learning center for them, providing solar system for electricity. Then we provide for them computers, desktop to computer, to educate the kids from beginning. And you can see here We stay 1 month in the jungle. There is no electricity, no shower. We take our shower in the river directly. We eat from the jungle fruit. And you can see here, the photo can explain everything. And I learned new skills because after finish the project, I understand I have the ability to build, learning center by my hand. And this photo, I think it is before 2 days, we celebrate IEEE Day with my student to provide 200 food packaging for poor families. And this is photo before 1 week. I have meeting with the United Nations staff, and she is the person in charge about all the program in Iraq. We decide to start sustainable building a sustainable school in several areas, especially for local village to build sustainable building, providing solar system for it in the same time providing for it computer lab with Wi-Fi to learning the kids inside this rural area. Some kind of activity we done. This is my this is what I did with IEEE help. You can see here a lot of award and achievement, because when you work hard and you work with passion to help the other, for sure the people can recognize your work. I take the best Malaysian outstanding student branch, best leadership award, best Malaysia section student leadership award, best chapter social activity in the world, silver and bronze award for student activities, Dari Chong Award for Silver and Bronze category for 2016, MGA Young Professional Achievement Award 2016. And really, it is nice to work, improving yourself, improving your professional career. In the same time, you understand with your work, you can help the people, your local community. You make different in your life. To be honest, you saw the first photo. I work with the governor as his advisor for humanitarian project. I have good position. I have good salary, but I enjoy my volunteering time, enjoy helping people, because to be honest, your value is not about your bank account. It is how much you can give for your community, not just money, your time, your effort, your professional skills. You are engineering. You should be proud because you are engineering. 17% from innovation around the world coming from engineering, background. Therefore, I think we have huge responsibility. We need to use our professional skills to help the other people, to make them life better and much, more easy. Here's some photo for our session. This is the Chancellor of UKM. I think you can recognize Dr. She is a Malaysia section chair. Here also best student award. Here is the Minister of Defense of Malaysia. Okay, and his father is Prime Minister of Malaysia in 1979, Dato Seri Hushamuddin. He invited me to his house and told me, Hussein, you reach some places, even me, I don't reach inside the jungle. And really, it is a proud moment. Someone, like Minister of Defense, recognize your work. Here's some photo with IEEE President, Ramakrishna Sir, Region 10 Director at this time. And this is the most lovely photo for me, because I am in the middle of 4 IEEE president in the same frame. It is very difficult to get all of them in one photo frame. Here also, this is in Bali, this is in Korea. And to be honest, the best award I received, it is the smile from these faces. When you help the people, they feel you so happy, because this is the real, this is the real your value. how much you can provide for these people, how can you make them happy and satisfied. This is your message in your life. Thank you very much for your listening. And this is my personal contact. This is my email address. This is my mobile phone number, and you can communicate with me. Uh, by I think the committee have my all information. If you have any question, I am ready to answer. And also, I will share with you some useful link in the chat for how you can get funding from IEEE HAC, IEEE Foundation, and also IEEE Education. Thank you very much.
Is there any query? Kindly feel free to ask any question.
For sure, feel free, because I start, as a student member, and now I am professional member in MGA.
For the humanitarian activities, actually, that funding depends on which are the criteria.
Okay. I think all IEEE society provide funding, correct? And also funding coming from MGA level, region, in the same time section. You need to be smart to understand where you need to apply. Like in 2019, I was Region 10 Humanitarian Activity Committee, and I review some proposal. In the same time, we call, because I also am part in HAC committee, MGA HAC committee at that time. Also, we have called for proposal, but no one applied. And this is the problem. You understand? You need to search about all the funding opportunity in IEEE, in MGA, a region, and also in the section. And by the way, when you go to the MGA, the fund increase, like HAC can provide 10,000 American dollar. A region maybe 5 to 10, 5 to $1,100. In the section, $200 sometimes, correct? Therefore, you need to design your project in some way to fit the criteria of the society provide the fund. Like example, if you want to apply for PES funding, you need the project related with PES principle, correct? Like education, you go to education society to take the fund. Humanitarian, you can communicate with HAC funding. And I share with all of you the link of funding. You can use it and read about the criteria of each fund. But in general, for each proposal, if you want to get fund, at least you achieve the 10 factor that I described in my presentation.
Thank
Hello.
you, sir.
Most welcome.
More queries, anyone? Okay. Thank you, Hussein, sir, for addressing the queries and this insightful session and sharing your experience with us. We're very glad to have you. Thank you for your time and knowledge. Now I would like to invite our next speaker for the day, respected Mithili Changandi ma'am, who is IEEE PES Vice President for Chapters and Membership and Governing Board Member. She holds an MBA in Finance, Strategy and Leadership Management from the University of Houston, alongside an MS in Electrical Engineering from Missouri University of Science and Technology. With 17 years of experience in electrical power utilities, she has excelled in various roles encompassing asset management, transmission planning, project management, and regulatory compliance. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
very much. I really appreciate the opportunity. And Dr. Hussein, I enjoyed your presentation and the call for action for the value IEEE Power and Energy Society brings. And I echo your words in why I joined IEEE and why it motivates me every day to be a volunteer of IEEE PES. Let me share my screen. I have few slides and I want to use this opportunity to talk to you and have a bi-directional conversation with everybody, answer any questions that you may have. 1 minute. The reason why I'm sharing this is last week in Houston, where I live, Edison Electric Institute, which is a nonprofit organization, a collective of all the member utilities, manufacturing OEMs, a couple of engineering consulting firms, and everybody, they had a meeting in Houston, and I was the speaker for the session called Integrating Inverter-Based Resources into the current existing grid that we have. And I would say, similar to Dr. Hussein, electricity is one of the basic necessities of modern life. It's also included in the United Nations Sustainable Goals alongside food, clothing, and water, shelter, all the necessities that you would need to survive. Electricity for the last century and century and a half, it became the core value for how we do our modern business. And the reason why I was late today is also part of the storms that hit Houston. And last night, I work in distribution control operations. So there were 40,000 to 100,000 customers that lost outage. That means they didn't have power. As soon as we have a certain number of customers that are out, our company calls emergency operation planning. We're all trained year after year, and then we report to work, we mobilize crews. Sometimes our own crews are not able to bring the power back. Then we call for storm assistance. That means neighboring utilities crews would come and would, the goal is to get all the power back to the 99.99 reliability of electricity by end of 24 hours. And the board game that you see here is a gift to me when I graduated from master's, from my master's thesis advisor. It's called Power Grid. This is an excellent strategy game which tells the need for not violating laws of physics, even on the board game. You need to make sure that your supply of electricity balances the demand for electricity, and how a centralized system of power plants delivers electricity to the load centers like major metropolitan and even rural areas where we need to provide electricity for all the customers. Quick overview of US market. US market is divided into 3 interconnections. One is the Western interconnection, Eastern interconnection, and I live in Texas, which is the Texas interconnection. Both Western and Eastern are connected with AC tie lines. So they have, if something of a blackout and complete power outage happens, Western and Eastern are in a much better state to come back more quickly than Texas Interconnect, which is more or less like an island state. So it's extremely important for us living in Texas to make sure we are capable and sustainable on our own. One more slide, and then I'll open it up for questions. So this is my company, Centerpoint Energy. We have 2.9 metered customers, and out of 2.9, even if, and our goal is 99.99 reliability for all the 2.9 million electric customers. If any of those customers are out, then our crews would go restore electricity because we understand that people rely on electricity. We may have customers that have aging parents. They may be on critical medical needs. So would they need electricity? Some of the public institutions and nonprofit institutions, the city centers, jails. Houston is home to Texas Medical Center. So that medical center, keeping them on is of prime importance. This is my last slide. And I really like this slide. It shows how the power generation changed in the last 20 years. I've been in the industry for 20 years. So December 2003 was when I was doing master's, and I was working on a grant with the US Department of Energy. If you look on the top leftmost corner chart, in 2003, United States, we're heavily dependent on coal. 48% is coal. Natural gas is 18%. Nuclear is 20%. Hydro and other, which is more, today we call them renewables, those are 13%. But the progress that we've made in the last 20 years, from 2003 to 2023, is impressive. Coal, we cut it down to 22%, and natural gas is 38%. So most utilities, if you read their vision and mission statements, we make sure that we deliver safe electricity to all our customers and keeping our linemen, construction crews, our equipment safe in the way we deliver electricity. And reliable, that's what I've been telling about, the 99.99% reliable electricity to all the customers 24/7. And then affordability also matters. When we deliver electricity, we want to make sure that it is affordable to all the customers, not just those who are living in the higher class of the society. All classes of the societies, underprivileged communities, everybody can pay for electricity at a rate that's affordable. I really like the 2023 chart and the progress that we made, because in 20 years, we are moving towards a net zero electricity fuel diversity mix. And the top right chart is ERCOT, which is in Texas. We're called the energy capital of the world. Last decade, fracking industry picked up so much that natural gas became cheap. So you could see that the natural gas overtook coal in as a fuel mix in generating end product, which is electricity. And then we are moving towards adding more renewables, wind, solar, and then coal is at 13.9. I don't think that would go further low, maybe few more, but natural gas, as we look into adding more renewables onto the grid, the shift will be between natural gas and wind. And we also want to make sure that we have key base load plans. So in times of need, when wind is not blowing or when we don't have solar, we can still provide reliable electricity at an affordable rate to all our customers. So I'll pause there and then accept any questions that you may have.
Feel free to ask any question, if any.
I know I saw a few questions that Rishi shared. So if nobody have any questions, I can tackle that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Maithili, can you please take those questions?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Sure. Should I share those screen, those questions, or you are able to?
Yeah, you can ask the question one by one, and I'll respond.
Sorry. Guys, kindly mute yourself, please.
गिरगिट वाली साइड के लोग रग्बी वाले लोग भी आए हैं मतलब प्योर से लोग हैं है ना हाँ जैसे वो प्योर वहाँ की एनवायरमेंट
Sorry for the issue. Uh, let me ask those questions. So, first question is all about it's like the session which still pending. Next session is from Anand. It's
Sure.
related to career fair and mentoring initiatives.
Okay. Yeah.
So
No, I think once Anand delivers his presentation, some of those questions might be answered.
yeah, definitely. So, does IEEE and PES provide any assistance in higher education in India and abroad? If so, how to get them?
Absolutely. So for the ones that I just shared, for us to be able to provide safe, reliable, affordable electricity, we need human capital is what fuels sustainability. And I'm always amazed by the ingenuity of some of the pioneers in electricity, like Edison, Tesla, Faraday, Franklin. And when I see this screen in front of me, the next generation, is what would fuel the growth and the transformation that we see in the industry. IEEE PES, under leadership of Dr. Wanda Reeder, she was the first female president of Power and Energy Society. That was in 2007, 2008. She did a survey, and we found out that there are not very many undergraduate students that are pursuing careers in STEM, and most importantly, into the power and energy industry. So PES Scholarship Initiative was established, and for the past 20 years, it has been providing funds to undergraduate students, mostly in region 1 to 7 and Canada, which includes United States and Canada regions 1 to 7. And that initiative has brought in so many resources into the power and energy industry that still there is a shortage of professionals in the industry. We need folks that know the fundamentals, and that has been the scholarship initiative has been extended to other regions. So it's funded by funds received from large corporations in each regions. So it is in the progress to reach more masses in region 10, where you're all from. Based on the framework that was already established and the success that we saw in regions 1 to 7, the Vice President of Education, it falls under PES Vice President of Education. They're making plans to expand that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
ma'am. Next
Thank you, Dr.
question is.
Hussein.
And you can see the information here in the two link I share with all the audience.
Okay. Mahdi, can I take the next question, please?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So this question is like consider adding sessions on emerging technology for future Spark events. But I'll quote in a way. Can you please give a brief on the digital libraries we have through PES membership as a benefit?
Yes. So I believe Spark event is one of the regions 1 to 7 keystone or major event. And if you look at all the conferences that PES has been hosting and the PES magazine that has been every quarter that's getting published, the topics that are being covered is all emerging technology. And PES included last year Grid Edge, which is to talk about the cutting edge technology that would transform our industry. I would say the PES Digital Library, it is a free resource for all PES members. And in May or July, they seek speakers that are pioneers in the cutting edge technology. So the most popular ones are Solar series, the Solar 101, Solar 102, and other inverter-based resources, challenges with inverter-based resources, how to use data to understand the integration of inverter-based resources to current resources. And the more newer and recent topics are how AI, artificial intelligence, is driving decision making within the power and energy society. So we can be more efficient in delivering service to all the customers. I highly encourage everybody to take advantage of PES Digital Resources Library. I'm not sure in Region 10 how it works. For Regions 1 to 7, any professional engineer that's working in the industry, they're required to have a board certified license, professional engineering license, and then same thing in Canada. That means the board certifies that you are eligible to practice engineering. And most of us that work in the power and energy society, since the work that we do in the industry could directly affect the safety and health of public, it's extremely important that we become licensed engineers and maintain our license for the duration that we are working. To maintain that license, we need at least 15 to 20 hours of continuing education units every year. That means I cannot say I graduated from my undergrad, I graduated from my master's, now I can work in the industry forever. No, every year I have to update myself with the latest technology that's happening and that's affecting our industry. I need to get 15 hours of education, whether that is formal by attending training or by listening to the PES digital library, or by writing an article in PES magazine, delivering a 1 hour of technical talk at my local chapter, or virtually like this. All of those would count towards my continuing education unit. So it's extremely important. And when PES opened up the digital library free for all, a lot of our members say that the benefit that they receive from PES free digital resources is that it helps them meet the continuing education unit licensing requirements.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maithili.
I just can append here, Maithili. Thank you for
Go
the
ahead,
inputs.
Dr. Ramakrishna.
In India, I think for the system operators, it is mandatory to have that certification every 3 years, if I remember.
Okay.
But the number of electrical engineers working as system operators are very few thousands only. When you compare, because we have several utilities here. Because India is the, I think, largest single synchronous grid operating. So that's number one. Number two, other question about the scholarships. PES India also is offering the scholarships, and that is their information. There is a website for that, or they can contact GIEEE, Mr. Ashoka Vittal. He is looking after he's the coordinator for the PES scholarships in India. Because there is a question in Rishi's this email, I saw that, about PES scholarships in India, because mostly these are the NIT and IIT people they are asking from the new student branch chapter. Okay, thank you.
Sir, Ramakrishna sir, can I add something?
Sure.
Sir, when I seeing the scholarships for India, but actually it is restricted to very small group. When we are considering the EE scholarship that we are given to region 1 to 7, which is included almost all the universities, but there are some restrictions for the Indian scholarship to be in the top JEE Advanced or state entrance examinations. So also for the first year students, so it can be, sir, I don't know who is the responsible for that, much more viable that, or second year or third year, so they can be much more aware about what they are studying, what they are going to do, and all those things. So also opening to the all university
The current chair, it will be chaired by the zonal chair, that is India's PES chapter chair, Professor S.N. Singh. And I would have been happy if he has been invited for this by the student committee, because it all falls under India, majority of the students and who are attending this. And Professor, next time now, Rishi, please invite for all these events, if it is happening in India, the respective zonal chairs like Dr. S.N. Singh and all. So he is the chair for the PES India scholarships. Okay, so you can give the feedback to him. That will be better. Or you write a mail to me, Anandhu. You have my email address. You can send your comment to me, so I'll forward to him and get it ratified. Not to worry.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah, that is something we can follow up, Rishi, and maybe in one of the PES professional and student chapter joint training that will happen in November, ISGT Asia, we can make sure we address this topic and raise awareness within PES members, student branch members.
Sure, we'll do that. And also we can circulate e-notice within the India zone only, like about the scholarships. Like I have seen, people are not aware about there is any specific country-specific scholarship we also have in PES. So if we will circulate e-notice on time with the proper information, then I think then it will reach out to maximum people. We can definitely take the forward for the same.
But as as you are aware, the India PES scholarships just depend on the donations. So we conduct annual global workshop rotated from each chapter every year, and the proceeds, 50% of the surplus will go to this fund, and also some exclusive donors who are coming forward to support this. From those donations only, we operate this PES India scholarship, and that's why they range from 3 to 4 candidates per year, and it will be given for 4 years. Each year, 75,000, if I remember, or 50,000. For all the four semesters, it'll be given with some conditions and all. I'll try to locate if I have the link. I will put that. Oh, it is there already. Somebody has posted here.
Yeah, I have shared it on the chat box. It's IPISA.
Yeah, you can go through this, and if you find you have some comments or that, please send it to me. Okay.
By the way, according to my notice, for the last 7 years, more than 4 to 5 people from the volunteer that they already work with me already get this scholarship. Sorry, Osman Munawar from Region 10. By the way, from Region 10, it is not difficult to get.
Yeah, we got. I mean, we have given so far some. If I remember, some 15 or 20 students is supported. It started from 2013, 10 years ago. It started, if I remember. Yeah.
You just need to be IEEE member, and at the same time, you should be active member to be selected.
Yeah. So can we go
One more
ahead for
question,
the next queries?
Yes.
Yes. So the next question that I also wanted to ask to you is all about the merchandise through PES for SBCs. Like last year, Jessica had started, but that's not finished somewhere. Is there any plan to start providing promotional materials and merchandise to PES SBCs to conduct events locally at their SBCs? Right now, they have through MGA, but that is for student branch and not for SBCs, PES SBCs. So what's the future you are looking for providing professional materials?
I believe Jennifer shared some promotional
it is shared
materials.
already. Yes, it is shared with Anand also. I remember Anand also was in the loop. It is shared with Anand and all the regional reps, and it has been already circulated.
They did.
And I have forwarded to Albin Paul also to put it in the social media. We have a separate LinkedIn page now for Art and PES. So there is in that also it is posted. So you can look that, but be careful in using the promotional material sparingly and with due diligence. Please use it. It is already posted. Okay, or you can reach Albin Paul.
Yeah.
So Rishi, if you can correct me, you're talking about the promotional material kind of things they were using in events in person, right? Not the one we use on social media.
No, like I'm talking about something hard stuff like that Jessica had started last year, if you remember.
That's what I'm referring. So Maithili and
Oh.
Ramakrishna, sir, the discussion we got from Jennifer was for online promotional materials, and what
Correct,
Rishi is
correct.
talking about is different. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, I am not aware of that one, Rishi. I can take that back as an action item and discuss with the MDEC committee. I'm sure we can support for some promotional, like the physical items, right? Not necessarily brochures or flyers.
Yes, actually, 2 years back there was something about the promotional materials, but that was stopped somewhere, I think, during COVID. Then last year, in the last quarter, Jessica had started this thing, and she was willing to start from India as a trial with the help of I think India office or something like that. She want to make local, the distributor of the these merchandise or something, but that was not further communicated for, and right now it's just in a halt thing. So that's something we have to take on further. Jennifer was in loop in
Yeah,
all the
no,
discussion.
thank you for bringing that up. So one thing we need to be aware is each PES president will have their vision and want to leave their legacy. So I have not seen that discussion come from PES, current PES president Shah, but that doesn't mean we cannot start that conversation and get their buy-in along with the board and start something similar to what Jessica has started in Region 10.
Maithili, I would like to add in that actually it was there until I think 2017. There is a PS flag, some PS, table cover and all those things. But it is discontinued due to, the financial burden because all the things that we are shipping from US and to all around the globe. So I think it is stopped due to the financial viability.
Oh, I see.
But I think we receive it in like 2015, 16,
Yes, yes.
17 in Region 10 Congress. Always we get some
Yeah, we are having
material.
this.
Yeah,
Not only in region
prior-
10 Congress, every student branch chapter is eligible for apply that. It will
no,
contain
not applying,
everything, yeah.
not applying. I mean, already did that. For applying, for sure, any IEEE unit can apply.
Yes, actually there was an empty form that we can type it and it will be shipped like within a month. We will receive with all the physical PS promotional, PS stickers, flag, some PS posters, some Power Energy magazine and all those things, and table cover and so on.
PS notebook and also pen, a lot of stuff.
Yes,
they
pen,
sell.
pen, the lighting pen, yeah, all those things.
So
I
are
still
you
keep it.
suggesting that those got discontinued? I can reach out to a few folks
Okay.
and see.
By the way, I still have it as a memory from IEEE PES from 2015.
No, that's
It's
all
really
history.
nice.
Post-COVID, I think it's not there. During COVID period, it has been halted, all those things, because of logistics. And I don't think it is the budget cost, but they stopped, and I doubt whether they'll really require to continue or not, because there's PES pins and some scarves or some ties sort of thing to the guest speakers, and are probably those things they're talking about. They're all exhausted now. I think. I don't think otherwise they had to put a fresh order, and next year they may get if you put and process them now. I think, but this year I doubt you have anything to distribute for this year. As per the logistics, I understand that.
Okay, sounds good.
I hope like we will get something at the end after this discussions, and we will definitely Maithili, please ping me if you need anything from my side also. I will be happy to contribute in this initiatives for SBCs. Thank you so much. So that's all for the questions. If anybody in the attendees want to ask any questions to Dr. Ramakrishna sir, Maithili, Hussein, or any leaders, Anand here is also present, you can just unmute yourself. Otherwise, we will go for the next discussion session.
One question from Madhu in the chat box.
Okay. Okay, when we can, Anand, can you answer this? When we can expect HPS?
At this stage, we are evaluating the HPSPCB applications from last year's round, and we are expecting to finish all the review by end of this month, and then we have to work with our IEEE PES finance and the leadership team to divide the funding between all the regions. So I'm hoping to get some update for the all the applicants by mid to late May, and the funds will be distributed sometime early June. That's the timeline as of now.
Anand, yeah, I agree. And I want to ask those for 2022, have you all received funds dispersed from IEEE?
Feel free to type yes or no, Y and N.
Sounds
I mean,
good.
if you haven't received the funding yet, I mean, I know there were some problems with some specific areas. Feel free to reach out to Rishi again. We will try to solve it if we can, if it's in our capacity to get something pending from 2021, 2022 as of now. But I mean, we will make sure continuing starting from this year, we try to solve the problem at the nearest possible time. Yeah.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
23 is
23.
also
Go ahead.
covered, but few SBCs had some issues like that maybe like the funds is stuck in the professional chapter, so we are connecting them with them and then they are getting the funds also. So from our side, like the fund is released for 23 as well.
Sounds good.
If you can email Rishi and you can copy me as well on the email for the fund receipt, because they haven't received the funding. That's what I see in the message in the chat window.
And for
Yeah,
ours, if you're a newly established SBC on 3rd February 2024, our high performing chapters was for 2023. So you wouldn't be eligible to apply, but for next year, you would be eligible to apply.
And in that particular scenario, Aryan, I would suggest you to go for the MDI, which I think Anand just presented, and Rishi will get in touch with you if there is any particular new opportunity for funding coming up in future. We'll keep you posted through the chat and everything from the social media.
Yep.
Yeah, and glad to say this SBC just recently filed and I got the update they have already applied for MDI. That's also good news from them.
Good to know.
So yeah, I want the status of MDI fund status, whether it is received to WISEC way or not. Anandu, can you take this question? If you need clarity, you can ask him.
Actually, when I was in PSSCC volunteering with Anand, up to 2022, we are dispatched all the HPSBCP fund, which was pending from our side. And it is already all the Indian funds has been received in GIEEE office. We received the notification that means it is in Visakh Bay section account. So you have to contact your local section treasurer to get this fund. So if you need the transaction details, I think Anand can provide that because already the PS staff already completed this transaction. So only Sri Lankan section have some issues, but all the 2023 HPSBCP fund up to 2022 HPSBCP fund based on 2022 activities, we are already dispatched to all the fund in India as well as in region 10. Some of the funds in Australia, I think, and some on region 7 was the only pending works. But after that, I didn't follow up that. But Anand may intervene on that. I don't know what the update of the Australia as well as in Canada.
Anandu,
All other funds,
Anandu,
yes, go on.
If you can, so they are talking about the MDI funding, not the HPSBCB funding.
Okay, MDI. So last year MDI funds, every fund has been dispatched. I have that details with me. Last year approved funds, and this year I think we are approving the projects one by one. So we are just dispatching only one in China. So this year
Madhu,
approved funds.
if you can get in touch with Anandu directly on this topic, that would be nice, because I mean, if they are under the impression that the funds have been transferred to Visakh Bay, and if you haven't received, you can directly call them. Yeah, Anandu has mentioned his email in the chat window. Thank you, Madhu. Thank you, Anandu.
Yeah, so I have shared the mail IDs of Anandhu as well. And if you have any general queries related to PS for your SBCs, you can directly reach out to us to Student Chapter Committee. We have 2 mail IDs working right now. I have shared in the chat box. Feel free to reach out to us in case of any queries in any point of time. That's for this session. Over to you, Ritika.
Thank you, Mithili, for your wonderful presentation and your knowledge that you have imparted. We are truly grateful for your presence. Now I would like to call Anand Shah sir. He's a project manager at Stantic, possesses a great master of engineering in electrical and electronic engineering from the University of Victoria and a bachelor's degree from Gujarat Technical University, chairing the IEEE PES Student and Young Professionals Committee and the IEEE Power and Energy Vancouver Joint Chapter. He's also a lead at the IEEE R7 Outreach and Partnership Committee. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ritika. I think my main intention to get some idea from this session was about the mentoring and the career fair initiative, which our team has been working on for last 1.5 years. And first of all, I would like to know in the chat window from the audience, how many of you have taken advantage of our IEEE PES mentoring program so far? If you can just type your responses on the chat window, that would be appreciated. So I don't see any responses. So my impression would be that you might not have taken advantage, or you were specifically not interested in that topic at that point of time when we would have reached out to you through emails or e-notices in the past, right? I mean, feel free to give me honest feedback on the chat if you don't want to be, or just reply back to me directly on this chat, because what we are doing here is to serve the community, and whatever the new initiatives we are bringing are for you. But if you are not taking advantage of those, then we need to understand what is the main benefit for us to provide those platforms, right? So that was one of my main intention to get out of this session about the current two initiatives, the mentoring and the career fair.
Yeah, I think Anand, like they really appreciate both the initiatives. Only thing is they need bit clarity before, and then I think they will definitely respond to us over these questions.
Okay, that sounds good. So with the interest of time, what I would do is I will go ahead and share my screen to present the career fair platform which we have been working on. And so far we haven't done any career fairs for region 10 specifically, but we are in discussion with interested concerned parties, and because it's pulling out a region 10 wide event is going to be a bit of challenging because of different countries involved. So we are working with the region 10 MGA YP rep as well as the SAC rep, and then our PES team would be kind of the ground support as well once we get some more clarity on what is feasible. Just because of the limitation of visas for different countries, we are taking it slow approach. Uh, doing a virtual career fair for region 1 to 7 was an easy task for us because US, Canada, the immigration laws are very clear and everybody understand that. But when it comes to a separate wide region like region 10, we have to get some clarity for each specific countries before we pull the trigger. So that was one of the reason you might not have seen any particular updates for a virtual career fair for region 10. And I'm going to share my screen just to get you some idea about the career fair which we are talking about. Rishi, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we are able to see.
Okay, so this is there is a company called VFairs who is helping us to build this backend platform, and we started this initiative in February last year, where we did the pilot for region 1 to 7, inviting 2 companies and all the PES scholarship plus students. We got a bit of idea about what can be done in future. So From those 50 scholarship plus students invited to those particular career fair in last year, 3 of them got job offers from 2 companies who were helping us on this initiative, and that kind of gave us a bit of momentum about what we can do in future. Following to that one, we did one in Region 8 in conjunction with one of the ISTT Europe conference. We were not able to get a proper feedback on if somebody received offers from that particular career fair because of the various reasons with the company HRs and the policies within EU. And so far, what we have done this year is we conducted similar career fair for Region 1 to 7, again inviting around 16 companies and 500 students within US and Canada registered for the event. 175 students took advantage. At this point, we are still waiting for specific feedback on if anybody was getting a job offer or at least a good momentum on that particular portion so far. We have received positive feedback. All we wanted to try was to get more and more engagement between the recruiters and the current IEEE as well as PES members. In future, this particular benefit might only be for PES members, but at this point, it's open to all IEEE members as well, because we are trying to get more and more feedback and give the visibility to companies as well that, oh, we have a big pool of candidates from which they can choose for different roles within their companies. So I'll log into the platform and show you the capabilities the platform have, and then I'm happy to take any questions. And I would like to get also some idea from all of you on the call that if we plan for a Region 10 wide career fair, what would be your expectation and how can you help us to make it a huge success? So this is the platform. So this platform, when we start, there are 2 separate logins, the recruiter logins and the candidate logins. When you start with the candidate login, they will be prompted through IEEE single sign-on. If you already are IEEE member, they will try to get the basic information from you, and then you will be asked to create your profile. Right now, you don't see that option because I have already created my profile in the past, and I have got the separate access as admin access from the account. So you can see the whole platform is kind of a more interactive and like more visual options there. Like this was specifically targeted for Region 1 to 7 career fair earlier this year. And we were trying to do it from IEEE PES. So you will see a lot of promotions for PES, where PES newsroom is there, resource center, and the upcoming conferences for PES. All the 15 companies who were helping us in this work have a direct link to their company website through this portal. So if you click on any company, you will directly go to their website. The lobby area is something like what you are seeing on the screen. The information desk is for your support. There will be somebody from the VFAS technical support team on the live day of the event for you to get any kind of problem solved. And then the links to our conferences. The career fair, the whole platform looks like something as you are walking into a in-person career fair. Like you will see booths, and then as soon as you want to go and talk to somebody at the booth, you click that particular booth. You will be going to that specific screen where you will. So right now there are no users online because it's not the live day, but on the day of live event, you will see people online from the company's human resource team or even engineering team, depending upon what they plan to be getting out of this particular career fair. So for the last one we had, there were 3 HRs and 1 technical person from SEL. I'm just giving you as an example so that you can gauge about what will be the benefit for students logging into this one and taking advantage. So the companies have to set up their booth. Every booth will be different because it's an opportunity for company to showcase on what their company does. They can provide a basic info on the company, some videos of the company's documents, job vacancies, which they are actually looking to fill at that point of time, all the social media, and then chat timings. Chat timing was something we started, like you can see as an example, SEL HR rep medicine will be available on 13th February from this time to this time. So we have asked the recruiters for each company to put the chat timing. So if somebody wants to log in later on and still talk to HR from SEL, they can come back even after the live day. So even going forward, any events we do, we are going to ask HRs to put their chat timings so they can keep an eye for future candidates, or at least during those period when we have the virtual career fair live day. a bit of above and after. So like couple of days before and couple of days after the event, you can still go and talk to the HRs if you have any specific questions. On the day of live event, there will be a queue to talk to them because just taking as an example, the one we did for Region 1 to 7 in February, we did it for a 3-hour window. So in the 3-hour window, and then around 170 students logged into the platform at the same time. So because the number of human resource representatives will be less as compared to students, you might have to wait in the line. So the system on the live day will be showing you a live queue and a chat window as well. Right now, it's not it's showing up on the screen because it's not the live day. Similar, so same thing which I showed you on one of the booths will be similar for all the booths, where you will see the company HRs. If they are online, talk to them, see all the job vacancies. Virtual briefcase was something we developed as a new benefit. Like if you consider yourself going into an in-person career fair, you try to collect business card for different companies just so that you can keep a track on what you want to do in future, and you take some notes about any particular postings they have. So this virtual briefcase will do the similar scenario here. You can go to any company, check their job posting, and you can add it to your virtual briefcase on the live day. So then whenever you want to go back and recap on what job postings you are looking to apply, it will be all available on the same window. So that's kind of a benefit as well. Auditorium was something we haven't taken a full advantage at this point because the live day we only have 3 hours, so we don't want to ask the attendees to spend time listening to a particular speaker. But in future, if we plan for a longer event, we will do that. Right now, we have pre-recorded sessions here. So if you go in this auditorium, you will see on-demand recorded sessions by some of our distinguished speaker in the past, one by some particular topics of key insight to career management, career experience for a power engineer, how to be successful in power engineering. So these were 3 topics which we thought will be useful for anybody attending this session to watch at a later time as on demand. Auditorium is this one. Lounge is just an area where you can see all the social media for the host company, so which is kind of the IEEE PES at this point. Jobs, where as a specific tab where you can see all the postings. So I would say around more than 60-70 postings were posted between those 16 companies on the live day. And right now you can see the applicant count. So this applicant count is showing you the live status of that particular day. So we haven't refurbish the platform after that event. So you will see that a specific intern position at SEL got 20 applicants on that particular day when we had the career fair. So now we are just providing this platform. So we are out of the loop on what the HR follows up with the candidates. But what we have been trying to do is we will do like a monthly check-in with the HRs to understand if they actually hired somebody from this career fair. And even we got some specific feedback surveys being sent out to them as a recruiter login or as a attendee login to get some feedback on what was their expectancy of the event and how it turned out to be, what more they can expect out of us in future. So we can definitely do some modification on the platform in the future options. So candidate search is only a widget which will be available to recruiters. So technically, I'm just quickly going to give you an idea about, there are a lot of filters. So if I'm a human resource representative from a company, and if I want a specific set of candidate from a particular country, from a particular school, or a particular area of expertise, I can use as many filters as possible. We are going to add more filters in the future. They can download the resume. The recruiters can download the resume for each candidate on this platform and even talk to them. They can even schedule a meeting with them, or they can even favorite them depending upon if they want to follow up in future. So this access is only for recruiters at this point of time. How to video is for like guide to this whole platform on how to navigate within the platform. The candidate survey and recruiter survey were specific to both the subset. Like if you are a candidate, you will only see this particular option where you can provide us a survey after the event is done, and something similar for the recruiter survey for recruiters. Any particular questions or comments or concerns on this one? I would like to take a bit of stop and get some feedback or understanding from your side. Thank you. Rishi, can you monitor chat? I mean, I'm trying to see if I can go to the chat window from this portion.
Yeah, I have shared the links relevant to your session.
Yeah, team, feel free to ask any questions. I'm not going to judge you based on what kind of questions you are asking, because at this point, because we are bringing this benefit for our members, we want to understand what you are expecting from us, right? So there should be no like a judgment call here for you to ask me or the team any other questions.
I request to attendees to please unmute yourself if you have any questions.
Yeah,
or
you can
type in the chat
even
box.
talk directly. That's not a big problem.
Mhm. So in short, you are getting the jobs using PES. That is the most, we can say, the queries we got from the members as a like PES membership benefit. So already some trials are done in few regions. Next, we are planning for region 10 also in near future also. So if you have any queries like how we are going to implement that in region 10, or if you have any specific inputs from your side that will help us to improve your experience with this job affairs through PES, you can just ask us at this moment. Thank you.
I'm not sure if people are shy asking questions or if they really don't have any questions, because I'm a bit shocked as well.
They will get shocked when their colleague will get the job through PES. So
yeah, one other thing
See, it's not so because Anand, because most of the participants, I think 90% are from India. Okay, so it's not applicable in India. When the impact they will not understand until you run a pilot here also. Example,
definitely.
It will take a couple of years.
No, I understand.
That's the reason, probably. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the reason they cannot really understand the impact of it. Okay.
No, that's good to know, sir. So I think that's my main point. Like, we wanted to do a pilot in India, but just want to make sure we are doing it for a particular set of students. So if we have any feedback from them, like I know right now, just Jatin posted on the group chat that I'm in the core branch and we face shortage of jobs and internship. That's a good point. Yeah.
And also there are very few people are here, students. I think less than 10. I think all left. I think because maybe it is a too long a session or something. People are not available to react to your.
No, that's fine. Yeah, what we can do is
So we'll wait, I think.
Yeah. Probably we can do a separate half an hour, 45 minutes just for this particular one, because even before we pull off the event for region 10, we need to understand what they want, right? Talking about different countries within region 10 and then talking about India specific. India itself can do their individual career fair. But at this point,
so if you want to share it now in the Dehradun, June for 9th and 10th, we are having a chapter shares meeting, in-person meeting. There virtually you can deliver the same presentation.
Definitely,
you can hear the feedback. Only for the feedback's sake, I'm asking.
Yes.
So we'll try to. Okay, what they want, so that you can prepare. Maybe in a couple of years we may develop this. It may take time, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. Yes.
Yeah. So that's all. Thank you.
yes, yeah, Anand, this is really a good initiative in terms of we are virtually connecting the job seekers and job providers. For example, in region 10 itself, there is a job distribution is not equal in every countries, we can say. For example, we have a discussion with the zonal representative from I think South Zone in Australia, Nilesh Modi sir. He has also said like there are huge job opportunities in Australia and New Zealand. They are looking for a skilled person, but they are not getting it. So by using this platform, we can connect the skilled persons who are available in other parts of the region, and then we can fulfill the need of both. So in a longer run, this is going to be great initiatives for not only this region 10 India. It will be a good initiatives, and I think in longer it will be a great success for VS.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, definitely. I will keep an eye on that one. Yeah.
So I think there is no further queries. So let's move to the next recording sessions. I'm giving this hand over to the host, Ritika.
Thank you, Anand Shah, sir, for the session and for a smooth guide and navigating us to the IEEE PES Career Fair site. We truly appreciate it, as we believe it will be very beneficial for us. Our next guest for day is Shaikh Fattah, sir. He is chairperson IEEE PES HAC. He has done his PhD from Concordia University, Canada, and postdoctorate from Princeton University, USA. He is a professor, Departments of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in BUT, Bangladesh, editorial board member IEEE Access, editorial board member Biomed Research International. He is also editor of IEEE PES E-News and editor of Journal of Electrical Engineering IEB. We will be sharing a recorded session of his speakings. So we'll continue with that.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. I'm Shaikh Fattah, currently chairing IEEE PES Humanitarian Activity Committee. So let me first share my slides. Actually, I'm in the airport now in Seoul, South Korea. I was attending a flagship conference of IEEE PES. Sorry, IEEE SPS. Okay, so today's event is IEEE PES Career Fair Mentoring Initiative, Philanthropic Activities, and Membership-Driven Initiatives. So my role here is to present you some notion about PES Humanitarian Activity Committee in terms of all those philanthropic activities in career development. And special thanks to Rishi. He is also an executive committee member of PES Humanitarian Activity Committee and distinguished person, PES leaders who are joining this session. Ramakrishna sir, region coordinator for Region 10, Maithili. She is the vice president of chapters and membership. So Anand Shah, chair PES SBC. Anand Kumar, Anandhu is also here. So MDI initiative chair for 2024. I'm very fortunate to have all these distinguished with me among us. So let's give a glimpse of our PES Humanitarian Activity Executive Committee. So these are very dedicated volunteers from all these different regions. So our vice chairs, Alex and Hussein Mahdi. Apart from that, Secretary Rushali and Tanmoy Roy is treasurer. We have a very dynamic executive committee members, so different committee chairs. So Rishi is one of them. Similarly, Sai Prashan, Gaurav, Marcy, Samuel, Felipe, Otto Bang, Srijit Mukherjee, Alvin Paul, all are with us in PES Humanitarian Activity Committee. So let's see, what's philanthropic activities in engineering profession? So engineering and technology, it doesn't mean that it's just you will work like a robot. We call robot driven by the community needs. Because what you have to solve some community problems. So the engineering knowledge, skills, expertise, so all these things, especially the resources, play an important role. Why? To address social, environmental, and humanitarian needs, challenges, to make a positive impact on society, communities, and the environment, and to achieve sustainable development goals. So how we can do that? We can do by engaging ourselves in different voluntary works, community engagement, and important is social entrepreneurship, capacity building, advocacy, and awareness. So these are the few items to be mentioned. So I mean, if you do philanthropic work, like many of us, we are volunteering, but some of us are not doing. The question is, why should I do this? I just pointed out few advantages. For example, being a professional engineer, so you get a chance to your skill and knowledge and development, networking opportunities, career satisfaction and fulfillment, professional recognition, so growth, reward, reputation, leadership. My question to all of you, like who are engaged, who are participating today, among these different criteria, which one comes first in your mind? What's the best thing? What's the next best? So if I want to prioritize, to me, the best thing you can get by doing these philanthropic activities, by utilizing your Power Energy Society expertise, is the career satisfaction. So when you serve your community, the satisfaction you get is unparalleled. So the community needs, when you solve it with the help of your engineering knowledge, so the community will be benefited. As a result, the community will know you, that who you are, what actually you are doing. So it helps to build your reputation. They'll recognize your work, and it helps to get a growth in your, we call it professional growth. Also, you get a networking opportunity. And obviously, when you have to work in the real life application, we call it grassroots level on the ground. So you will get a chance to build your leadership capacity. Obviously, there's no doubt that your knowledge, skill will be improved. And it's not only the research in your lab, it's actually practical implementation. Definitely, it's a different experience. So from this perspective, PES Humanitarian Activity Committee, we are committed. Our different events and projects are like that. Our signature event is Humanitarian Technology Project Design and Implementation. We give training for different humanitarian technology project design. So we are organizing this competition. And not only competition, we are also giving the training relevant to that. Our another signature event is the Congress, Humanitarian Activity Congress in PES. Last year, more than 1,100 registrations we have received from 51 countries. Don't miss this opportunity for the Congress. And also regularly we arrange talks, panels, quizzes, roundtable. Last year, we engaged ourselves with IEEE Smart Village initiatives. So you'll get a lot of opportunities there for students and young professionals. And another is our ambassador program. So last year also before Congress, we get more than 300 ambassadors here. So these are a few glimpses of our events last year. You can see different types of events are there. As I was telling about the IEEE Smart Village opportunities. So, I mean, there are some opportunities for internship and also ongoing projects you can visit, and the project doers can give you some sort of training. So this is coming. So the budget is there from IEEE PES. Basically, PES is funding IEEE Smart Village. So this is a good initiative. Hope it will give you practical experience. This is a few pictures for our humanitarian technology projects. We started in 18, 19, and then 21. You can see a lot of projects received. Last year, we received, 23 projects from 9 countries, and 2 of them are already being funded. The last stage of funding is there. So we are also collaborating with PES Workforce Committee. So it's a very diversified committee where different PES leaders from different subgroups are working. Another initiative where PES is funding is MOVE, Mobile Outreach Using Volunteer Engagements. This is the MOVE track. The concept is there. Whenever there is a disaster, so the track will be there. Like, for example, you don't have the electricity, so you can get the minimum electricity, for example, for charging. So this is a good initiative, MOVE. So you can also see the PES website for the PES Scholarships Plus initiative. There are some opportunities for getting some financial assistance. So in brief, I mean, a lot of opportunities are there to engage our members in humanity and technology projects and to serve the local communities. The important is the stakeholders in the community and understand their need and serve them. So how Power Energy Society technologies can be better utilized for the benefit of the community. So we have to come forward. I request you all to participate in humanitarian activities, utilizing your professional and technical experience for the PES. And if we all come together, then our community will know us better, so they get the better benefit from power energy advanced technologies. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Hope to see you in person in future. Thanks. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Like, it's really very nice of you. You have provided the recording sessions. Sheikh Fattah sir is the chair of IEEE PES Humanitarian Activity Committee. And if you guys have any queries right now, so we have here the vice chair of IEEE PES Humanitarian Activity Committee, Dr. Hussein Mahdi sir here. He's with us for the last 3 years. It's really very nice of him. And he's here only to answer your queries. So feel free to answer your queries if you have any idea in your mind to serve for the humanities. You're looking for funds. There is something in this committee you have for.
Not just if you're looking for fun, if you're looking for volunteering opportunities, you are also most welcome to join us.
Feel free to unmute or type in the chat box. Okay, so I just want to ask a queries on the behalf of audience. When we can expect the first call for the funding opportunities for the project through PSHC? We just recently approved from the BOG. So when you are planning to open that call, and what you suggest to the SBCs who are going to apply for the same?
Okay, we not provide funding. We provide award for the people who win the competition. For the first 3 team, we provide award for them to implement them project. We cannot provide funding. It is totally different. It is award for competition. Award for competition. If you ask about humanitarian technology design competition, correct?
No, there is one more recently approved. There's a 10.
I just ask you. You ask about this or what?
No. I'm asking about the recent project funding that was approved in the last BOG meetings.
Yes, I think within 1 month we will finish all what you call the necessary requirement. Then we'll announce about calling for funding.
Okay, actually, last session we have done again with the Dr. Sheikh Fattah sir over the same, and he had also said like we are almost done with all the requirements, and hopefully soon the announcement will be released
within 1 month. Within 1 month we'll really release. And if you talk about the humanitarian technology project design competition, we will provide. This is different. This is different type. We will provide awards for all the the best 3 winners.
Yes. Okay. Any other queries, guys? If you have, otherwise we are going to close the sessions. All the sessions are done for today.
Okay, I just wanted to thank all the organizer team for the great effort. Thank you very much for the invitation. Also, thank you for all our audience. And I wish you have the ability and willing to join us in IEEE PES Humanitarian Activity Committee. Thank you very much for everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Hussein Mahdi sir. And thank you so much, attendees, for being stay with us for the last 3 hours. And I really glad to say the recently formed SBCs in IIT Patna and one more ADG with us and organize a very nice session. And this is really appreciable. And also thanks to all the participants who are here for the last 3 hours. And at the end, I'm just going to conclude with say like all the contributors, all the speakers, all the leaders who are here for these sessions and for giving their valuable time to us and make these sessions really very informative for all of us. So over to you, Ritika, just even concluding remarks and let's go ahead, please.
I would like to thank all the attendees and all the speakers for their time and effort. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. And we are going to conclude these sessions. We already taken the group photos, and we will share with you all the documents, including the recording session of the present. And also, we will try to get the presentations from all the speakers, and we'll circulate to you, whomsoever has registered for these events through their email IDs. And the recording session will also be available. We will share the link with you shortly. Thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye. Take care.
Goodbye.